is that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire, le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi, when you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Barabird Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, et par BMO, and by BMO.
Welcome to U Sports on CBC and the 2024 BMO U Sports Women's Soccer Championship, live from the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia. My name is Desmond Thomas, alongside Caitlin Clark, as we get set to bring you today's gold medal final between the number 1 seed UBC Thunderbirds and the number 2 seed Laval Rouge et Or. As we take a look at the bracket and we see how we got to where we are today. So UBC and Laval, of course, in the final. CBU played the Ottawa GGs a couple hours ago here. The Ottawa GGs winning the bronze medal in that contest. As we'll take a look now at the team comparisons between these two excellently matched teams, but Laval and UBC. UBC, a perfect season so far, 14-0-0 in the regular season, 2-0 in the playoffs. Laval also 2-0 in the playoffs, but not quite as shining of a regular season record, of course. The Thunderbirds, a large margin in goals for, as well as goals against.
Absolutely. That's just a continuation of the record that they set in their regular season. They have a conference record for a goals against average, only letting in 4 goals over the course of their regular season. This is the first time a Canada West team has had a perfect record coming into a national final like this today.
So when we come back, it's the opening kickoff as the UBC Thunderbirds take on the Laval Rouge et Or in this gold medal final at the 2024 BMO U Sports Women's Soccer Championship. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Progress inspires us to push on, dreaming, doing, and taking the next steps together. We continue to work toward a world where the ocean thrives, where everyone receives the health, dental, and medical care they need, and where innovation shapes our future and strengthens Canada's digital economy. We can do more. We can make a difference. We can lead. We are Dalhousie, where progress meets possibility.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
How are your investments doing?
That was on purpose. You know that topic always throws me off.
Lots of people feel that way. But don't worry, BMO's got advice to spare with any investment guidance and support you need.
I need some.
And you'll get it with personalized investing recommendations to help you feel confident in your decisions.
I'm curious. Do you roll as good as you help?
Holding mode.
It's yes, by the way.
And you're very welcome back, everybody, to Halifax and U Sports on CBC in this championship gold medal game. And this is what it's all about here. Both teams vying to secure the Gladys Bean Memorial Trophy here in Halifax. The UBC Thunderbirds, the #1 seed in this tournament, and the Laval Rouge et Or, the #2 seed. So the seeding here really working out, and it appears that everybody's slotted to where they should be. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for Laval: Florent Thibault, Mathilde Lachance, Amélie Grandin, Mathilde Rousseau, and Léa Jean Fortier. The first five for Laval, followed by Alexis Poirier, Meredith Saint-Pierre, Elsa Lassard, Emilia Bouchard, Anne-Marie Laroche in net, and finally Geneviève Girard for Laval Rouge et Or. Their starting 11 in this huge matchup for them. We'll take a look next at the starting lineup for the Thunderbirds. In goal: Dakota Beckett, Nisa Rihal, Josie Claypool, Sophia Ferreira, and Taya Dennehy. The first five to start, and then Jade Taylor-Ryan, potent goal scorer, Sarah Rollins, Ella Sundy, Jada Thompson, Jacqueline Tyre, and Sienna Gibson to round off the starting 11 for the UBC Thunderbirds. So, Caitlin, the Laval Rouge et Or are going to be occupying the net to our right now, and why do you think that is?
A huge strategy decision there. As you can probably see on your screens, the sun is starting to get quite low in the sky. That means that it's difficult for the keeper on that one side to see. The sun is going to be shining straight in her eyes. One of the few strategy points that you can employ when picking a side before the game. Obviously, the other factor being wind, but here the wind not so significant as a factor, probably looking at the sun for that. So we'll see how that impacts the game as we kick off here at Wickwire Field.
So to kick us off will be Gibson and Jade Taylor-Ryan up front, and we are underway here at Wickwire in this gold medal game. Punted up the far side and then knocked down in front by Thibault. So Laval in white, running from the right to the left of your screen, and the UBC Thunderbirds in blue, running from the left to your right, and at the moment defending their own goal. But that ball will roll out to touch. It will be a throw-in for the Thunderbirds. Gibson trying to gain a hold of the ball. It will bounce for Taylor-Ryan to try to take a hold of. Ferreira sends that ball up the far flank. It's walked by Lachance. And that goes off of Thompson. It looks like she's a bit shaken up, but will hopefully be all right, as just early in the game, an accidental knock in the head for Jada Thompson. Lachance trying to clear the ball here, Caitlin.
And you can see immediately the Laval player here apologizing. Clearly just a mistake between the two players, but as that is a ball to the head, we need to make sure that she's okay before we continue on.
An excellent sportsmanship shown there by Lachance, as Thompson will have to stand off to the side for a couple of moments before she's able to return back into the fray. in the second minute of play here in this gold medal game. We resume play, and battling for the ball on the far side was Girard. Now Saint-Pierre on the throw-in. Tyre on the ball. She'll play it up the far flank. And there, back into the game is Thompson, who's on the ball now, cutting back to the middle, feeding it to the far side for Jade Taylor-Ryan, who's well intercepted by Thibault. Jade Taylor-Ryan still on the ball, closely watched by Thibault. And colliding with Grandin. It will come back for Ferreira. Ferreira sends that to the middle, knocked ahead by Gibson. And finally, cleared back ahead by Lachance. Thibault. Up from Rousseau. And now Rollins. Back to the middle from Sunday and all the way back to Tyre, who plays a zippy pass to the near side for Rollins. Watched by Bouchard, and stepping up was Rousseau to keep the Thunderbirds pinned in their own half.
A lot of early possession here for the UBC Thunderbirds. Haven't given Laval too many opportunities to get forward. Only approaching the 4th minute here, so a lot still to be seen. Appeals for handball there.
Yes, Dennehy, that definitely did connect with her arm. So a free kick now. And Poirier will take it, or rather she'll leave it for Thibault. Thibault, an excellent ball distributor for the Rouge et Or. On her left foot now. She'll look to cross this into the top of the 18. Thibault, a beautifully floating ball. And that's cleared away by Ferreira. Taken up here in the midfield by Gibson. Trying to surge forward for the Thunderbirds. And through for Jade Taylor-Ryan. Trying to get a step. Thibault comes back and closes the angle and knocks the ball away. Plays that back to Anne-Marie Laroche. And now up into the midfield. Poirier heads it along. Off of Rollins. Bouchard will try to fight for it. Bouchard goes down. Nothing called there. As the Thunderbirds are on the ball, Claypool dispossessed. Bouchard slowly getting back up to her feet. And she'll try to rejoin the play. Girard to the far side. Grandin. Lessard now to the far side, leaves that off. Portier. And that goes out. And it will be a throw-in for the Thunderbirds.
Just going to take a look at that last attack by UBC. It started from a great kick by Thibault, but the UBC Thunderbirds able to convert that into a counterattack, giving Taylor-Ryan up top a great chance and opportunity on the Laval net.
Taylor-Ryan couldn't knock the ball down into the midfield now for Girard. Swung to an open wing. Nobody there in a white jersey to try to take it up. Now is Sunday. Now Dennehy away from Girard and over the top from Claypool, looking to connect with Rihau. One of her first touches on the ball in this game as Rousseau clears the danger. Only as far as Dennehy, and now Sunday. Back to the middle. Knocked forward and over the top of Thibault, off her head. And it is claimed by Laroche. Lachance up the far side, looking for Lessard. Out for a Thunderbird throw-in. Comes Laval up the far side. Bouchard trying to hunt down the ball. And it's played back to Dakota Beckett. Jade Taylor-Ryan tried to help that forward. And now Grandin, excellent pace up the far side, still going. Grandin still on the ball. Watched by Ferreira into the 18-yard box, headed away by Rollins. Kept back here for Bouchard, trying to get a shot away. Lessard was there as well. Dennehy trying to clear. Sent right back into the 18-yard box, shielded away, and finally headed along. Knocked right back in by Poirier. Tyre tries to clear it. Lessard now! And that's easy pickings for Beckett. We'll take a look at it here. Trying to clear it was Rollins and then Tyre. But it's picked off here. Danger here for the Thunderbirds. That's sent in. Beckett gets down to the deck to close it off. Still 0-0 here in Halifax. Excellent pressure up top by Laval. And they have it back here in the midfield. Poirier.
A couple great early chances by Laval, who haven't actually scored in this tournament yet. They drew Trinity and Ottawa to get to this final game, so they're going to be looking to capitalize on some of their opportunities in order to end this, or if they want to end this in the 90.
I mean, wouldn't that be something to get all the way to the gold medal game and even win the championship without even scoring a goal in open play?
I mean, if it's a strategy that works, it's a strategy that works, and it has been working for them so far. Again, 5-4 in penalties against Trinity and 4-3 in penalties against Ottawa. I don't think Laval is too scared to take this to penalties if they have to.
Oh, definitely not. They have a pretty good record so far.
Absolutely.
In the PKs, they beat the Carabins to win the RSAQ championship in penalties as well. So they have a very good recent record from the dot, but we're very far away from that right now, as it's a free kick will be taken by Fortier. And that's a bit short, and it's headed away at the top, and the Thunderbirds clear to the near side, taken up by Rousseau. Rousseau crosses that in now to the far side, and chasing after that was Girard. And Beckett comes out to steal the ball away from her. Go to Beckett. Up the near side of the pitch, flicked along by Taylor Ryan, and then Rehal. Here's Gibson, trying to turn on the ball. Attempted to feed Taylor Ryan. It was taken away by Thibault. Bouchard now, as Poirier stumbled and taken up here by Gibson. A chance now for the Thunderbirds, and that through ball is intercepted by Thibault. Laval back on the ball. Poirier trying to play a through ball, but Girard had absolutely nowhere to go. And it's out for a goal kick.
Really great early pressure from Laval that we haven't really seen from them in the games up till now. You have to think, what were they talking about before this game started? They're clearly confident enough to try and score some goals on UBC.
Bouchard steals the ball away, but it's cleared along. And up to Gibson. Gibson now with 4 wide here for the Thunderbirds. What a tackle at center. Excellent work by Lachance.
Taking a look back at that collision here, a great tackle by the Laval defender to stop the UBC momentum. UBC does get it down back in their end, but a very integral tackle.
Oh, a throw in on the far side of the pitch. It'll go the way of the Rougeards. And a throw in for Saint-Pierre. Rehal trying to steal the ball away. It's lifted forward and chasing after it. And it's cleared away by Ferreira.
CBC is your home for exclusive cover of the Vanier Cup playoffs. Catch the 2024 UTEC and Mitchell Bowls Saturday, November 16th, and the 2024 Vanier Cup Championship game from Richardson Stadium in Kingston on November 23rd. The kickoff is at 1 p.m. on CBC Television, CBC Gem, and CBCSports.ca. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
Laval still on the ball here as they look to center it. An excellent work by Gibson to steal the ball away and surge on forward. Excellent step in there by Lachance to stop the UBC momentum. In the 12th minute of play here at Wickwire. Still 0-0 despite a couple of great chances early on in the game. Poirier. And now it is Rihal taking the ball back for the Thunderbirds and playing it up for Sunday, who stepped up in the pitch. Now Poirier, watched by Dennehy. And here's Rousseau. Rousseau, a long ball looking for Bouchard, easily dealt with by Rollins. Poirier sneakily over the top of Dennehy, and now to the near side for Poirier. And that will roll out to touch. As we'll take a look at the officials tonight.
Our main referee, we have Sheila Couture. Our first assistant referee, Camille Raymond. Second assistant, Alicia Carliucci. And Amanda as our fourth official.
And that ball goes out to touch. It'll be Sunday to take it. Some athletic tape on right leg of Sunday, but she's played extremely well in this tournament. She'll get the ball back here. Off the throw-in. Headed forward by Lessard. And now Poirier. Keeps that in along the touchline. Bouchard trying to create some space for herself. Excellent challenge by Rollins. That goes out to touch.
Seeing some indications from the players now on how the sun is affecting their game. A lot of the UBC defenders, UBC keepers, unable to see with the sun setting this low at Wickwire today.
One touch passing between the Laval players, and it comes to Rousseau. Girard will reset with Lachance. Lachance, the long ball, tipped over the top by Bouchard, trying to pick out Fortier, or Poirier rather. And a quick throw in taken by Rousseau. Lessard now gets dispossessed. Rihal tries to play it up the pitch. Jade Taylor-Ryan was cut off. And we will have a free kick that goes in favor of the UBC Thunderbirds. In the 15th minute of play here at Wickwire. 0-0 between the Laval Rougeaillards and the UBC Thunderbirds. Up the pitch from Rollins, headed along, and now taking it back is Claypool. Rousseau, and now Bouchard. And lifted over the top. Trying to track it down is Poirier. Sunday. Touched into the middle. Girard. St. Pierre back to Lachance, trying to take it into some space. Converged on quickly by Thompson and Dennehy. Taylor-Ryan trying to turn with the ball. Lessard takes it away. And her sliding pass is intercepted by Claypool and now played up the far side of the pitch. And Claypool's back on the ball. She stumbles. Grandin takes it back. A bit of ping-pong action with the ball here as it refuses to settle in the possession of either two of the teams. As we have a big collision. Down on the pitch was Gibson, but she gets back up to her feet.
Quite a bit back and forth between these two teams. Usually UBC is a team that possesses it, moves the ball around quite well. Laval giving them a run for their money and challenging a lot up front as well.
It's back with Ferreira now, looking to cross that into the box. It gets headed away by Poirier. And Poirier will draw a foul here. And we'll get a reset here from Anne-Marie Laroche, all in yellow. At the back for Laval. I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast, but there's a lot of Rougeaillards supporters in attendance here this afternoon. Sunday. Trying to lift that over the top, flicked along by Taylor-Ryan. Excellent challenge there by Gibson. Now played over the top. Ferreira is offside pardon me, Rihal, Nisa Rihal.
Just barely offside at on that one. Inches, I would say.
So we'll get back underway with a free kick for Laval. Thibault will take it. Thibault lifts that up, looking for Bouchard, headed along by Sunday. In the middle of the pitch is Gibson. She got it to Thompson, who played it to herself, and now that's an excellent and vital foot there by Lachance to take that ball away, as now Laval in possession. Fortier brings that back to St. Pierre, who runs into a heavy challenge on the far side, and there's another one.
Quite a bit of physical play, but it looks like she's okay.
Yes, with a wry smile after the fact from Léa Jean Fortier.
Happy to win that one for her team this far up the field.
Take a look at what happened here.
Just gets her feet knocked out from under her. But like we said, she seemed to be fine, seemed to be pretty happy actually that call went her way.
Yes. So it will be a free kick for Laval. 25 yards or so in their half. As we see Laval supporters in attendance. Now up the far sideline, it will go out. Fortier couldn't keep it in.
Not quite as dangerous as they probably wanted that free kick to be. When you get into the second half, you really want to be delivering that behind the defending line.
Runs in, can't connect with it, but it will go out. And St. Pierre will take this throw in for the Rougeards. St. Pierre. Bouchard dispossessed by Claypool. And that ball, I believe it hit Gibson, or, pardon me, Girard in the head. Now Taylor Ryan. He'll bring it down for Ferreira. Resetting with Tyre. Bouchard holding a high line, applying good pressure for Laval. Thompson. It will be another throw-in for the UBC Thunderbirds up on the far side of the pitch. Ferreira, a long ball looking to connect with Thompson, who's on the ball now, trying to play it back for Gibson. It'll roll here. Dennehy will pick it up.
Looks like Thompson knew she might have been called offside if she grabbed that one, so she just let it slide by. Better to allow Laval to have a throw in that far back in their half than to allow them to have a free kick.
Yes, definitely. That's a real heads-up play as we now take a look at the fans in attendance supporting the UBC Thunderbirds.
Yeah, fans on both sides supporting. We can certainly hear both teams' supporters up in the booth.
Now swung to the midfield and lifted over the top by Poirier. Rollins at the back, the sun in her face. We'll play a nice pass up for Sunday, who turns on the ball. Sunday surveys her options. That looked like it did hit Rousseau in the hand, but we play on here at Wickwire. Bouchard back the other way, through the middle now. Fortier. Girard, and there is Ferreira with a flying challenge. Runs in, down along the deck. Seems to be in a lot of discomfort right now. Holding her left knee.
Bit surprised that handball up on the field on this side didn't get called. It didn't seem that her hand was in a natural position, but it allowed Laval to have quite the opportunity forward here.
No, at this tournament, I think the call that has been called the least has been handballs.
Yeah, the refs
There's
have
been a lot.
Quite reluctant to call those ones, and understandably when it's in the box there's quite a consequence for it, but when you're outside the box it really is just a kick on the ground. So a bit surprising that we haven't seen more handballs throughout the course of this tournament.
So Grandin able to get back up to her feet on her own power. She'll have to stand off to the side at least for a couple moments. We'll see if she's able to draw back in or not. She's running now, so it looks like she'll be able to. But she'll have to wait for it. Tire will get us back underway here at Wickwire in the 23rd minute of play between the Laval Rougeards, the UBC Thunderbirds, in this gold medal game at the U Sports Women's Soccer Championships presented by BMO. And now up the far flank, Thompson on the ball. She's taken down. And no whistle forthcoming from the official. Thompson in disbelief.
You see appeals from her teammates, appeals from Thompson. A little surprised that this didn't draw a call here. I don't know if there was any contact on the ball. As you can see, Thompson certainly didn't believe there was any contact on the ball. But regardless, it's back in the Laval territory for a free kick from the goalie.
As you see, all of the players at the back right now for UBC all have their hands up, shielding their eyes from the sun. Now that's played up by Ferreira. That will go out. I think that challenge on Thompson was one of the most blatant we've seen in this tournament.
Especially on the replay, I don't think there was any contact with the ball. We had the handball, and then we had this tackle. Perhaps a couple missed calls by the ref so far.
Now Laval in possession. Nassar through the middle for Bouchard. A nice move around Claypool. And now Grandin back into the game and running well. Grandin's cross is blocked by Ferreira. It will go out for a throw-in for the Rougeards. Saint-Pierre will take this throw-in. In for Bouchard. And the offside flag is raised.
He came from an offside position there. Really tricky on the throw-ins because there's no offside on the throw-in. However, there is an offside immediately after a throw-in.
So Ferreira to get us back underway here in the 25th minute at Wickwire. In the midfield, trying to bring it down was Laval, and now up the far flank is Thompson, running well again. Thompson getting around Lachance and into the 18-yard box. Excellent defending by Saint-Pierre to knock the ball away from her. Grandin again gets that pass disrupted by Claypool. Out to touch it goes.
Not the first time we've seen that run from Thompson. She hasn't quite been able to deliver it into the box yet, but I'm sure that'll be something that UBC is looking to do.
Touch pass back to Saint-Pierre, and now it's Bouchard running up the far sideline, trying to cut back and create some space for herself in the middle. Great defending at the back from Gibson, and then Claypool. It will be a Laval throw-in.
The road to the Vanier Cup continues on Saturday, November 16th, when the Atlantic University Sports Champions square off against the Ontario University Athletic Yates Cups champions in the 2024 UTech Bowl. Catch all of the action exclusively on CBC Gem beginning at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. The road to the Vanier Cup and U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
Look out here, a chance for Laval as that's sent just wide of Beckett's post. Still 0-0 here at Wickwire Field on the campus of Dalhousie. The sun setting over this gold medal match. Beckett. That ticks off of Fortier, and now surging forward are the Rougeards, looking for Poirier, shielded away by Sunday, I believe. Sunday. Sunday back underway, and Claypool hustling over to maintain possession of the ball over to the far side in Ferreira. Up to Thompson. Plays back to Ferreira. Over the top. And that will find the touchline. Thunderbirds really trying to get those long balls through, exploit any gapping in the defense for Laval, but it's really not been working out for them so far.
Yeah, Thompson has been a huge target for them. Laval, taking advantage of the sun at this hour, may not have that advantage much longer.
That ball from Dennehy, as she was trying to find Thompson, got knocked away. Laroche plays that up the pitch. Grandin now has that pass easily picked off by Ferreira. Girard. Oh, big collision there as Lessard goes down. Will be a free kick, or a throw-in rather, in the favor of the Rougeards. Here is Grandin. Gets taken down again. No whistle here at Wickwire. Lachance steals the ball right back for the Rougeards. Fortier, Lessard. Now back to Thibault. Picked off by Dennehy. Trying to swing that to the near side for Sunday. And now on the ball is Poirier. Trying to lift it over the top. That looked like another handball in front. But no whistle here as we play on again.
I mean, if there's one thing, at least it's consistent between both teams.
Rehal now sifting that through for Gibson. Gibson watched by Thibault. Gibson's cross into the 18-yard box. Comes to the top. Dennehy sizing up the shot. Dennehy! Just wide of the near post as it seemed to handcuff Anne-Marie Laroche.
A great strike by Dennehy on what looked like a bit of a bouncing ball. Starts here with Gibson with a beautiful cross into the net. Laval players trying to clear that off. And yeah, a bouncing ball. Difficult to strike a ball like that. Doesn't quite get it on target, but great effort.
Rollins in the midfield for the Thunderbirds. Rehal. Now here to Sunday for Rehal on the near flank, watched by a couple of Dow players. Rehal gets free away from Rousseau. Rehal's cross to the far post. Rising up is Thompson! And she can't get that one in on goal, just a couple of feet wide.
That was amazing work by Rehal, getting through the players and getting that ball to Thompson, who does manage to get ahead on it. Again, not quite finding the frame there, but certainly threatening by those players.
Excellent response here from the Thunderbirds, as it was Laval who've had the lion's share of chances, especially early on, as we've hit 30 minutes here at Wickwire Field in this gold medal game. The score still 0-0 between the Laval Rougeards and the UBC Thunderbirds. Dennehy all the way back. That's a bit of a loose play, but it works out for the Thunderbirds as they get it up the pitch. Knocked forward by Gibson. Laroche all the way out there for no real reason, as she had two defending players back with her. And now the Thunderbirds back on the ball. Thompson dispossessed by Grandin. Thompson heads that high up into the air. Dennehy's there trying to pull it down for UBC. Winning the ball back is Sunday. Sunday trying to sift the ball through. It'll come to Gibson. Gibson on her left. Tries to bring it back to the middle. Now Sunday again. Back to Gibson as they play catch. Sunday's moved into the midfield. Across to Ferreira. Ferreira's ball into the box. Bounces for Dennehy, but nobody there on the far side to take it down for the Thunderbirds. Rehal now trying to put the moves on and get around Rousseau. Rehal's taken down, and it will be a free kick awarded to the Thunderbirds.
A lot of maturity demonstrated by the UBC players in possessing the ball this far up the field, knowing when and when not to take shots and take their chances, able to keep possession this high up and continue threatening the Laval net.
This will be a big threat here, as Dennehy will stand over the ball as we Look at the great work of Gibson and Sunday as the free kick is imminent here from Dennehy. Laroche setting up the one-player wall. Rehal is showing short. Now forced to back up a little bit, and the referee will have to calm down the pushing and shoving that's going on in the 18-yard box. Conversations with Rollins and Fortier. Sunday in the mix as well as Girard, and now it's Dennehy to serve this ball into the box to try to take the lead for the Thunderbirds. Dennehy to the far post. A couple of bodies rising. It's loose, clear to the top of the 18. Lachance is able to send it out. Thibault. And now Rousseau will come across to take this throw and leaves it for Poirier, who is forced to take a few strides backwards. Poirier with the throw in off the head of Sunday. Dennehy lets it bounce. Fortier's there applying great pressure as well as Bouchard. Dennehy trying to lift it over the top. Running for it is Rehal. Rehal will catch up to the ball on the near flank. Zips that in to the top of the 18 looking for Gibson. Girard clears it to the far side. Thompson.
Amazing cut back by Rehal, who manages to beat the defender and then keep the ball on the ground. Unfortunately, no one there to connect with it, but an amazing pass back here. Just slips through a couple UBC players there.
So, in a substitution, we will have Bouchard going off, and coming on the field for the Rougeois will be number 20, Melody Lavigueur. As we hit 34 minutes gone in this game. Claypool flicked over the top by Taylor Ryan. Gibson, a lot of contact there.
Laval was not too happy about the way that one went, but
I think a bit of sarcastic clapping from Girard towards the referee after the fact too.
Absolutely, and she does get the worst of it, but it looks like both players hurting after that collision.
So it will be Dennehy again. Now from the opposite side of the pitch from her free kick a few moments ago. A two-player wall for Laroche as Dennehy sizes up her options. She plays short to Gibson, centers the ball for the Thunderbirds. Gibson fires the ball in, and Laroche comes out to take it away from Taylor Ryan. Quickly distributed up the near side of the pitch for Poirier. Excellent work by Tyre and good positioning to knock the ball away from Lavigueur at the top. Poirier misplays that, and Gibson's on it for the Thunderbirds. Back to the captain, Tyre, chased by Lavigueur as well as Fortier. Now the ball to the far side. Thompson's knocked off of it, and Ferreira plays it up the far side of the pitch. Taylor Ryan trying to track it down.
The road to the Vanier Cup continues on Saturday, November 16th, when the RSEQ Dunsmore Cup champions to the province of Saskatchewan to take on the Canada West Hardy Cup champions in the 2024 Mitchell Bowl. Catch all of the action exclusively on CBC Gem beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The road to the Vanier Cup and U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
So coming into the game for the Thunderbirds are Bailey Dirksen, and Holly Whelan. We've seen this change before for the Thunderbirds. On the ball here is Gibson. Gibson back for Dennehy. Taylor Ryan tries to knock it down. Rollins, the ball got behind her, and good support is Sunday. And now Tyre. And that's a missed pass, and it will be taken by Grandin on the far side. Rollins knocks that ball forward. Trying to win it back is Girard. Dennehy now. Here for Sunday. A lot of room here and building up speed. She slows up and plays the ball to Rihal. Rihal trying to put a couple moves on. Oh, and she does. Rihal into the box. That's blocked before it made its way to anybody in the blue jersey.
Not the first time Rihal has beat a couple players on a move like that. Very dangerous on this near side.
Tyre on the ball here for the Thunderbirds. Tries to play that long ball through to Taylor Ryan. Bit of a heavy touch from St. Pierre, but it works out as Grandin surges up the far flank, trying to get away from Dennehy. Excellent challenge by Ferreira. Knocks that out to touch. 39th minute of play here at Wickwire Field. St. Pierre in for Lavigueur. To touch again for another Laval throw. Sal crosses that into the box. It's ticked away by Tyre. Dennehy. Lavigueur on the ball. Now Grandin. Grandin, a couple of nice moves there, getting away from Dirksen. Grandin into the box. Tyre knocks it away, but just as far as Lessard. St. Pierre pushing high up the pitch. It will go out for a Thunderbirds throw-in.
Great work by Grandin on that far side to be able to fend off a couple defenders and make something of that play.
Rihal on the throw-in. Ferreira, rather. And trying to win it on the far side was Lessard. Throw-in once again for Laval, as the Thunderbirds haven't been able to get much going since that pressure maybe 10 or so minutes ago.
Yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth between these two teams that are quite experienced at this level. UBC being the defending national champs and Laval being the runners-up in last year's tournament. Not a whole lot of nerves, it seems, by either side. Just willing to fight and get into it.
Taylor Ryan up the far side. Holly Whelan's loose now on the ball. And that will be played back to Laroche. Laroche taken down in the midfield. A lot of contact there as Dennehy supplied a huge challenge. Stepping up is Sunday, and Poirier gets around her. Poirier eyeing up goal. Poirier lets it go. That gets blocked by Rollins. Coming back is Rihal. And she'll clear it away. And it did tick off of a Laval player. It will be a throw-in.
Taking a look at that last Laval play that the UBC defenders easily are able to block off.
Spin in the midfield by Lavigueur. Stepping up on her is Whelan, and Lavigueur shoving off her press. A throw in here for the Rougeots in the 42nd minute of play. Poirier to get us back underway. Poirier, a long ball, looking to connect with Girard. Sent in by Sunday. Rollins will switch the field for UBC. Now Tyre. Tyre, a long ball up to the near side for Gibson. Herself and Girard go down. No whistle from the referee. Tyre getting pressured by Lessard, and that long ball is easily dealt with by Saint-Pierre. Here's Poirier. That touch is intercepted by Whelan, and now stepping up again is Sundy. Sundy's ball is picked off by Girard, and Fortier tried to get it through, and now Gibson again sifting it through for Rihal. Rihal in on the rush, crosses that into the top of the 18-yard box. It's cleared away, hits the official, comes for Whelan, and that shot is stopped by Laroche. Nonetheless, the whistle had gone as the ball hit the official.
You can see the Laval defenders putting their hands up to stop the ball as the ref had called that play as it hit her. Pretty fair unadvantage to UBC in that circumstance.
So we'll get back underway here after that. Good pressure from UBC. It's unlucky for them that it did take off of the referee. Girard runs in, caught up along the far touchline. Throw-in will go the way of the Rougeard. Here's Saint-Pierre. Saint-Pierre has to move back.
Well, it looks like it's actually going to the UBC players. Maybe the linesman had something to say about that last one.
All right. So the ball changing hands here at Wickwire. UBC with the throw-in. Put in by Ferreira. Back to Dennehy. Dennehy. Now for Gibson. And that is a free kick won by the Thunderbirds, and a relatively good position for them. Dennehy will take this kick.
Quite a dangerous spot for Dennehy to have that ball at. She's delivered some great balls into the box, and UBC has not yet been able to convert that into a goal, but they've certainly had some close chances.
Taya Dennehy with a chance to open the scoring here at Wickwire. Dennehy towards goal, flicked on, and cleared away by Girard. It will go out for a corner kick.
Just taking one more look at that beautiful ball delivered by Dennehy into the box. Laval defender is able to get up and deflect that, but UBC still ultimately able to win a throw-in off of this.
Excellent work by Rousseau to get first contact on the ball for Laval. It will be Dennehy again to deliver the cross. Dennehy. A long ball to the back post, and the ball is loose, headed long, and it's in! An own goal! And the UBC Thunderbirds take the lead in the gold medal game. Can you believe it, Caitlin?
I mean, with Dennehy behind the ball that many times, it was only a matter of time before it was in the back of the net. Dennehy has had amazing crosses in, amazing free kicks, and a bit unfortunate that I think it goes off Laval defenders last for perhaps a bit of an own goal, but nonetheless, UBC up 1-0.
That ball goes off of Lachance into the back of the net. I'm not sure here if we're going to award it to Dennehy. In hockey, you would, but here it might just be knotted down as an own goal. Nonetheless, the Thunderbirds with a huge 1-0 lead here inside the 45th minute of play as we've hit the full 45. And now Laval will try desperately to respond. Crossed in for Girard, and that goes wide.
What a great opportunity for UBC to go into the second half with a little bit of momentum. That's exactly what they were looking to do in this first 45.
So Beckett will send that ball up into the midfield, headed along by Taylor Ryan, who gets spilled. And now chasing after the ball on the near side is Nisa Rihal. That will be shielded out well by Rousseau. Not sure how much extra time was indicated as we're almost 2 minutes through. Now Rihal fed through for Gibson. What a turn in the midfield, creating some space for herself. Sifted through, and now down in the box was Dirksen, but offside the initial call, as it did look like Dirksen was a bit ahead of the play.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful ball threaded through. If she would have been able to stay onside, that would have been another great opportunity for UBC to convert something before the end of this first half.
That clearance attempt is knocked down by Taylor Ryan. Great pressure by the Thunderbirds at the end of this first half. Lifted through again for Jade. Taylor Ryan stopped and then held onto by Laroche. And that play also offside, as Taylor Ryan also looked a bit ahead of the play. We'll take a look here. Yep.
Just by a hair, though. Taylor Ryan, extremely dangerous up top. You can see how frustrated she is that she was caught just offside on that.
And that'll do it for the first 45 minutes of play. What an exciting first half it has been. Before we go to break, we'll take another look at the goal scored here by the Thunderbirds and the cross from Dennehy. As it was floating to the back post, Laroche came up to get a header to it, and off of Lachance and into the back of the net. A second look here. Just so unlucky. So, ladies and gentlemen, our U Sports halftime show features the Pepsi U Sports Champion Spotlight and the first half stats and highlights when we return to Halifax. At the end of the half, it's 1-0 for the UBC Thunderbirds. You're watching CBC.
How are your investments doing?
That was on purpose. You know that topic always throws me off.
Lots of people feel that way. But don't worry, BMO's got advice to spare with any investment guidance and support you need.
I need some.
And you'll get it with personalized investing recommendations to help you feel confident in your decisions.
I'm curious. Do you roll as good as you help?
Folding mode.
It's yes, by the way.
BMO.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
And you're very welcome back, everybody, to the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia. This gold medal match between the Laval Rougeoirs and the UBC Thunderbirds, where after 45 minutes, it's the UBC Thunderbirds up by a goal.
Earlier this fall, U Sports and PepsiCo Foods Canada announced an innovative partnership marking a significant step towards supporting the career development of student athletes and positively impacting the future of Canadian university sport. They're proud to bring you the PepsiCo Foods Canada U Sports Champion Spotlight. Today, Sarah Saeed is joined by PepsiCo Foods Canada's Katie DeVoe, a former Brock University student athlete, to discuss Katie's journey through university sport and the partnership.
I'm with Katie DeVoe from PepsiCo Foods Canada, who is also a former Brock Badgers figure skater. Katie, can you tell us a little bit about what it was like to be a student athlete and a figure skater at Brock?
I competed for Brock from 2014 to 2018 on the figure skating team. I had a ton of fun. I met a ton of like-minded individuals where we were able to share our passion for figure skating, while also pursuing our academics. In grade 12, I had a decision to make whether to continue pursue competitive figure skating or go off to school. And I made the hard decision to go off to school, but luckily there's a skating team. And all the individuals on the team, they were able to push me, coach me. I'm friends with a lot of them today. I travel with them and stay connected, which is awesome. So it truly impacted my university experience in such a positive way, and I wouldn't have done it any different.
How has the figure skating and just competing as an athlete kind of helped you to get to where you are right now?
I know at the end of the day, I wouldn't be where I am today without all of my athletic experience. You learn how to be resilient. That's a really big lesson that I learned, and who you can rely on for support as well. As I graduated, I would say the skating piece stuck with me for about 2 years, just from more of like a emotional and personal standpoint. It has come up in every interview that I've done. It has come up from my colleagues and all of that. So I would say it's taken about 2 years to kind of push through that identity shift that would occur. I used to be an athlete. I can appreciate and honor all of the things that it has given me and where it got me to where I am today, because I know I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for those 10 years of skating. I'm really looking forward to how we can improve the experience, improve the transition to post-graduation life, and just support those athletes in the next 3 years. And I'm so happy to be doing it in my day-to-day. I'm so happy to be doing it in my current role and with PepsiCo Foods Canada. Connecting with athletes is something that I love to do. And now that I can incorporate that and bring that into my day-to-day at work is amazing. And it truly just makes me smile. It makes my heart full from like that emotional side, and knowing that I can help and impact others' athletic journeys and career journeys and help them with that transition through some of the activations that we're going to be doing with this partnership. So I really look forward to seeing where we can take that.
Thank you so much, Katie, for taking the time to sit with us and share your experiences. U Sports is really looking forward to our ongoing partnership with PepsiCo Foods Canada over the next 3 years.
Thank you for having me.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
La dépendance à la nicotine se manifeste sournoisement. Méfie-toi.
And you're very welcome back, everybody, to the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia, in this gold medal matchup where the University of British Columbia Thunderbirds lead the Laval Rouge et Or by a score of 1-0.
Every year, U Sports celebrates its best, honoring major accomplishments of its student athletes in each sport. Here are the nominees and winner of the 2024 U Sports Player of the Year Award.
The nominees for the Chantal Navert Award as the 2024 U Sports Women's Soccer Outstanding Player of the Year are, en nomination pour le prix Chantal Navert décerné à l'athlète par excellence de l'année 2024 en soccer féminin U-Sport, du sport universitaire de l'Atlantique, from the AUS, Aaliyah Rowe, Université du Cap-Breton, Cape Breton University, du réseau du sport étudiant du Québec, from the RSEQ, Chloé Renaud, Université McGill, McGill University, des sports universitaires de l'Ontario, from the OUA, Cassandra Provost, Université d'Ottawa University, et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne, from Canada West, Ruby Nicholas, Université de Victoria, University of Victoria. La lauréate du prix Chantal Navert pour l'athlète par excellence de l'année en soccer féminin U-Sport est, the winner of the Chantal Navert Award as U Sports Outstanding Player of the Year in Women's Soccer is Aaliyah Rowe, Université du Cap-Breton, Cape Breton University.
Nicotine addiction sneaks up on you. Beware.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
How are your investments doing?
That was on purpose. You know that topic always throws me off.
Lots of people feel that way. But don't worry, BMO's got advice to spare with any investment guidance and support you need.
I need some.
And you'll get it with personalized investing recommendations to help you feel confident in your decisions.
I'm curious. Do you roll as good as you help?
Bowling mode.
It's yes, by the way.
BMO.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, Fox 40, Barabird Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, et par BMO, and by BMO.
And you're very welcome back, everybody, to Halifax as we take a look at the moon shining over us here at the gold medal game. The UBC Thunderbirds leading the Laval Rouge et Or by a score of 1-0 off of a corner kick served up by Dennehy, headed along, and then bit of an own goal. And this is what it's all about here, what these two teams are playing for. The Gladys Bean Memorial Trophy glittering here at the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, the campus of Dalhousie. We'll take a look at the stats after 45.
Yeah, as Desmond said earlier, 1-0 for the UBC Thunderbirds. Shots pretty even across the board. Laval leading UBC 5-4, although shots on goal 2-1. UBC with one corner, the sole corner of the game, that being what was scored on. Here's some of the highlights here. UBC and Laval battling it out. Some great shots from distance from the Laval players. Early on in the game, Laval was having a lot of chances, challenging Beckett back there. Here we have Thompson with the ball. She's been very threatening on that left side. Gibson again, a couple amazing crosses in the box from Gibson that have given UBC some chances early on in this first half. That's Rehal again, very threatening on the right side. And here we have a look at Dennehy with that lone corner that resulted in a goal, unfortunately going off of a Laval, I believe, Lachance, their head for perhaps a bit of an own goal. But regardless, the score 1-0 at the half.
And I think just taking a look at that replay there, couldn't quite make out who the BC player, the UBC player was who connected with the ball. I believe it was Sofia Ferreira, number 4. We'll take a look now at the bracket, how these two teams made it to the gold medal game. UBC ousting the Dal Tigers. And their game against CBU. A 1-0 win in the second overtime period. Laval over Trinity Western. And then in a semifinal game that spanned the course of 2 days.
Yeah, quite an interesting event here. Laval notably got to this final game on penalties alone. They drew 0-0 with Trinity in the first game, winning 5-4 in penalties, 0-0 again against Ottawa in that game that went over 2 games, 4-3 in penalties. And here is what it's all about. That is that gold medal that both teams are vying for today. The UBC Thunderbirds, the silver, this is the gold, sorry, that is what it's all about. UBC defending their title from last year, where Laval came as the runners-up. Laval having last appeared in the national final in 2022 against the Carabins. UBC has won 8 of these. Overall, Laval has won 2 of those beautiful gold medals that we saw earlier, most recently in 2016. So both teams quite experienced on the national stage. Both teams looking to extend the amount of titles that they have to their name.
As the two teams will retake the pitch here at Wickwire, the UBC Thunderbirds in their dark jerseys will be running from the right to the left-hand side of your screen. And the Laval Rougeots in white today, running from the left to the right. A substitute on for the UBC Thunderbirds, Vanessa Thome, making her way onto the pitch here this evening. And we are back underway here at Wickwire. The second half in this gold medal matchup, UBC and the Université de Laval. Here, trapped on the near side is Saint-Pierre, getting away from Thome. And now we'll get a great look at Grandin on the near side. Up to Lavigueur, who came on in the first half, around the midway point of that first half. And now it's Grandin. Trying to cross that in and fall for Lavigueur, who swats that to the back post, bounces in front, and Whalen is able to clear the danger. Stepping up, nice move by Lachance, who unfortunately had that ball tick off the top of her head and behind her into her own net.
It's quite an unfortunate reality as a defender that sometimes that is just the way it goes. Not so much of an error on her part as it was just unfortunate. The placement where the ball was, really, it was the UBC effort to get that ball forward that put that in the back of the net.
With the ball is Dakota Beckett, watched by Fortier. And up to the far side Unable to bring it down was Rihal. And now Rousseau. Up the far side. Whalen. Excellent moves there to get away from a couple of challenges. Up the pitch, Whalen still on the ball somehow, and finally it's knocked away from her by Lessard. An excellent rush by Whalen. Now here's Dennehy. Lavigueur, a big challenge will play on here at Wickwire. As up the near side comes Grandin, watched by Tyre. Grandin tries to cross that in, and easily it will be stopped by Beckett, who gets a bit of a shove after the fact. Here in the 48th minute of the game, Beckett under a bit of pressure, but feeling in no mood to get anything going in any sort of hurry. So, or pardon me, substitute on for the Laval Rouge-et-Or, Emmanuel Collin in the game here for Laval, and now Tyre for UBC. Rollins up the far flank. It'll be chopped down by Rihal, and now up to Whalen yet again. Whalen looking through to the far side for Taylor Ryan. Taylor Ryan looking to cross that in, and it was blocked in front by Thibault. Only as far as Rihal again. Taken down was Rihal. Call, and Lavigueur resets. On the far side, watched by Sunday. Sunday under heavy pressure will reset to Rollins, who has to race back for the ball. Rollins now, excellent work from Collin. And Collin with great pressure wins a throw-in. Collin now in to Lavigueur. Crosses that to the top of the box. It was knocked away. Racing after the ball is Gibson. Lachance now into the middle, dispossessed, and here's Dennehy. As the ball taken away from her by Girard. And now Grandin on the near side. Back to Saint-Pierre. Away from Thome. Saint-Pierre tries to sift that ball through. That was cleared away. And once again, here's Whalen in the midfield. Swung to the far side for Rihal. Rihal still on the ball. Heavy pressure, but she got the pass through, looking to connect with Whalen. And there to shield it out is Thibault. Here's Lavigueur. On the far side of the pitch, that's intercepted by Whelan, trying to get it to Gibson. Now Girard to Saint-Pierre. That pass is disrupted by Thome. Gibson tries to push it up the pitch. Laval back in possession of the ball. Runs in. And that ball will skip all the way back to Beckett. He will wait till the very last moment to pick it up.
Quite a bit of composure from Laval to be possessing the ball, especially on this right side, this far up the field.
That ball will roll all the way back to Anne-Marie Laroche. Lachance back to Thibault. Thibault, a left-footed pass. That gets intercepted by Sunday. Rihal on the ball here, looking to feed it through for Taylor Ryan. Taylor Ryan crosses that in. As the flag stayed down, Taylor Ryan and the Thunderbirds onside, and they win a corner kick.
Taylor Ryan learning her lesson from the last time when she was just a hair offside. UBC has done really well to slide these balls through, and as long as UBC is able to keep their players onside, this is going to be a real challenge for Laval in the back.
As it will be Dennehy. And now it's sent in by Dennehy, and up to claim the ball is Anne-Marie Laroche. It'll come to Saint-Pierre. And just as the ball goes out to touch, just like to thank everybody, the hard-working women and men in our Universum crew here, as well as Scott McLean. A big shout out to everybody here at Universum producing these 2024 U Sports Women's Soccer Championships. It's out for a throw-in. It's Ferreira. Well, look. To maintain possession with the Thunderbirds. Runs in. A bit of a missed touch there, but she got the ball to the midfield. Girard. And now LaSalle to the far side. Whalen. And now pushing up is Sunday. Sunday up to Rihal. Rihal tried to feed it through for Whalen. And coming back to help out was LaSalle. La Chance. Now Saint-Pierre. Up the near side, a great ball to try to prick out Poirier. Fortier, rather. And excellent defensive work there at the back, but Grandin has it back. Cross to the far side of the box. And attempting to maintain possession was Collin. But up the pitch now come the Thunderbirds. A long ball from Rihal. And that will find Laroche. Rousseau pushing up into the midfield. Now Grandin. Grandin trying to get away from Tome. Intercepted by Gibson and just as quickly taken away by Fortier. And that's not too much of a tester as it falls to Dakota Beckett. Beckett. Ball gets flicked along, and on it is Rihal. Rihal with a strike. And that flashes across the face of the goal, and we'll head out for a goal kick.
Some great distribution from both defensive ends. We've seen a lot of action on both the right and the left side. Both teams are confident in the players that they have on the field, confident that they can take it up either side.
Anne-Marie Laroche with the goal kick in the 55th minute of the game. Her team trailing UBC by a goal. Tom lets the ball loose, and now chasing after it is Grandin. But first to it is Ferreira. As Fortier only now getting back up to her feet, and the ball comes right back to her, and Fortier again down along the deck as she was just down there a few moments ago. Got up, the ball came to her, and then received a lot of contact. She'll win a free kick. Saint-Pierre, or La Chance rather.
Bit too far out for UBC to put a wall up. They got all their players back defending.
La Chance, a high ball to the far post, and it comes to Tome. Chasing after the ball is Taylor Ryan. It'll come back to Thibault. Girard now on the far side, off of Tome. Stayed in for a moment and out for another throw-in. Saint-Pierre. Getting told to back up. Gibson. with Girard all over her. What a turn from Gibson. Back the other way come the Thunderbirds. Gibson tried to switch the field. She got dispossessed. And now back the other way comes Laval. Grandin runs right back into Gibson. Down to the deck and now back up to her feet. Under heavy pressure was St. Pierre. No foul called there by the official. Thibault. A long ball through the midfield, and now Dennehy has it. Dennehy to the far side for Rihel, and reset with Sunday. Difficult ball. And now Dennehy has it back in the midfield. That ball gets picked off, and here comes Lessard up the near side for Grandin. Grandin trying to get an attack going here for Laval. She's watched by Ferreira to the top of the 18-yard box. And that will skip to Beckett. Not be good of letting that shot go.
Laval with quite a bit of pressure in these last couple of minutes. Taylor Ryan has really been the lone striker up top for UBC, supplying pressure but not quite able to get it out of their half quite yet.
Rihel tries to gain the ball back. Stepping up again is Sunday. Whalen, and now Rihel over the top. Nobody in a blue jersey there to receive the ball. Dennehy in a hard battle at center. Wins it back. And we'll play on here. As it was Fortier going down to the deck. Thome trying to lift it over the top. The ball will nearly come right back to her. And it's St. Pierre now. Back from Lessard. Into Fortier. Now Grandin. Now back in the midfield. Here comes Girard. A chance to strike. Girard! And watched wide by Dakota Beckett.
Here's this earlier battle at midfield that we have between the UBC and Laval players. Quite a lot of physicality here. Looks like lost the ball perhaps just for a sec. That was Dennehy. And here we have a kick from the Dakota Beckett into the middle.
Taken down by Lessard, but now her pocket is picked by Dennehy, who collides there with Lachance. It comes to Gibson, and she'll look forward for the Thunderbirds. Gibson lays it off to the wide side. Rihel. Back to Sunday. Look to cross that in. That deflect off of Collin. Rousseau can't save the corner. And the Thunderbirds now with a great chance to add to their lead.
Absolutely. We've seen the Thunderbirds convert off of a corner before. Laval defenders have to be a little bit worried about what a good delivery into the box could look like for them.
Of course, heading over to take this corner. It's Taya Dennehy. Her corner kick is what resulted in the one goal that we have in this game. Dennehy delivers to the back post. A hand on it from Laroche, still loose, headed back in front by Ferreira. It'll come back for Ferreira, who sent it towards goal. And coming across again was Anne-Marie Laroche to keep it 1-0.
Here's another look at that delivery from Dennehy. She's quite dangerous on these corners, forcing a bit of a save, and then it comes back out to Ferreira at the top, not once but twice, where she's able to get a shot off. Perhaps not a ton of power, but a bit of a stretch for her there, so she does really well to get two opportunities out of that.
Picked off nearly in the midfield, but Dennehy has the ball back for the UBC Thunderbirds. Gibson leaves it for Ferreira. Back to Gibson, a bit too far in front of her was that pass. Back the other way comes Laval. Grandin on the attack, trying to sift that ball through. And that is sent out to touch. St. Pierre gets the throw in right back to her. It's a bit of a loose play. That comes to Sunday, or Taylor Ryan rather. It will be a throw-in for the Thunderbirds. Rehal. Ferreira. And flicked over the top. A lot of contact there, as Gibson collided with Lachance. Both players quickly back up to their feet. Seem to be all right. In the 62nd minute of play here at the Wickwire Field. 1-0 UBC leads over Laval.
Here's a look at that collision that we just witnessed between Lachance and
Gibson there.
Gibson right there. Both players getting up fairly quick, so no worries there.
Ball will deflect. Up and out to touch. Another throw in here for UBC. Ferreira. Take it short. Resets with Tyre. Tyre's pass is disrupted in the midfield. Grandin into the middle. Trying to connect with Fortier. Swung wide by Lessard. Now into the midfield. Gibson can't get first contact on it, but she has the ball now and swings it wide to the far side for Rehal. Rehal watched by a couple of Laval defenders. Rehal sifting that ball through. Taylor Ryan, her shot disrupted. It goes into the back of the net after the fact. The whistle had gone offside.
Here's a look at that last play. Taylor Ryan just creeping offside there. She's had quite a few opportunities up there. The Laval players holding the line high, keeping her offside on this one. Integral if they're going to want to keep her out of the back of the net.
So coming into the game is number 6, Rosalie Robitaille. Leaving the game, Émilie Grandin. Back underway on the far side. Here's Collin. Collin trying to feed it through for Robitaille. Will go out for a Laval throw-in. Collin. Now Robitaille. Her first touch in the game. Pumped forward by Rousseau. Whalen. Sent in by Girard.
The top two teams in Canadian football descend on Richardson Stadium in Kingston, Ontario on Saturday, November 23rd for the 2024 Vanier Cup Championship game. Tickets are selling fast, so scan the QR code on your screen or visit usportstickets.ca to guarantee your seat for the biggest university football game of the year. The 2024 Vanier Cup on November 23rd in Kingston. Chase the glory.
So leaving the game for the Thunderbirds, Vanessa Thome coming back in, number 20, Jada Thompson. An excellent body of work for Thompson in the first half. We'll see what she can do after coming on here in the 65th minute of play at Wickwire. The BC Thunderbirds continue to lead by a score of 1-0. Here's Lavigueur. Lavigueur crosses that in. That's headed away by Tyre. Girard, great touch to bring that ball down neatly. St. Pierre away from Thompson. Dennehy stepping up. Thibault. Collin trying to move that ball forward. Excellent work by Tyre to knock it away, or rather Rollins. Rehal plays that ball up. Whalen trying to gain control of it up there with Taylor Ryan. Pushing up was Sunday. Thibault's throw in is then kicked high up into the air. Lessard moves that ball forward, and taking it away is Whalen. Excellent work in the midfield, and then she has her pocket picked by Lessard, trying to sift that ball through for Collin. And pumped forward by Thibault. Over the top for Lavigueur. A header on it. And then played forward by Thompson. And now here come the Thunderbirds. Gibson gets taken down in the midfield. No call, and back the other way comes Laval with the ball, trying to play it through. And that goes off of the back of the leg of Rollins, still under pressure. Here is Robitaille. And now Lavigueur has that shot blocked. Got it right back. Lavigueur, another try. It'll bounce once before Beckett claims the ball.
Let's take a look at those last two chances by Laval. Excellent work to gain possession this far up the field. It's 1v4 there. And then we have the Laval player, 2 shots on net. Not too hard for Beckett to scoop that up, but definitely some threatening action up top.
Stepping up his tire. Punting that ball forward. Laroche comes out to claim it. Try to settle things down and move everyone to the right side of the pitch. In the 68th minute of play here at Wickwire Field. Still 1-0, UBC leads over Laval. Headed forward by Gibson. St. Pierre will take the throw-in. Lavigueur in a battle with Gibson in the middle of the pitch. She'll play it to the near side for Fortier. Fortier resets with Thibault. Watched by Taylor Ryan. Thibault swings to the far side. And now it's cut back into the middle, cleared away by Tyre. That ball will bounce over Gibson, giving a chance here for Laval to attack. Swung to the far side, Collin trying to win it back. Sunday will play it out to touch.
Quite a bit of forward momentum for the Laval team right now. Again, they are trailing 1-0 to UBC.
Girard has a crack on goal. And that goes wide of the far post. 68.5 minutes gone here in Halifax, the campus of Dalhousie University. The 1 seed UBC Thunderbirds and the 2 seed Université de Laval Rougeards. Here in this gold medal game, Laval trails by 1-0. The fans of the Rougeards in attendance, though, trying to spur on their troops. As here is Lavigueur in the midfield. Touched on by Fortier. And now Lavigueur again, getting around. And now to the far side. She'll try to swing that through into the box. Chasing after it is Robitaille. That clearance attempt from Rollins got disrupted. And now it almost came to Fortier. It was cleared up to the midfield. Jada Thompson trying to turn on the Jets here. She got away from Girard. Excellent defensive work.
Quite a tricky little stop she had there.
Made that look easy, did St. Pierre. Nassau trying to sift that through. Nobody making a run. And Beckett will take as much time as she needs.
Starting to run down the clock in the 70th minute. UBC obviously with their eyes on the prize, that being the gold medal.
Off the head of Lachance to touch. 20 minutes away now from the full 90 here in Halifax. Laval has their work cut out for them. This would be quite the moment to score their first goal of the tournament. Tennehy, great moves, keeps that in along the touchline, then is knocked out into the touch area. St. Pierre. A long throw in, flicked over by Fortier. Now St. Pierre tries to play the long ball through. That goes wide of Robitaille, but she has it back now. A chance to center the ball. And that is cleared away from danger. Stepping up And now it comes to Fortier. Fortier crosses that to the far side, headed away there by Sunday. Girard was threatening. And now sprinting up the far sideline comes Rihal. Nisa Rihal sifts that ball along, trying to catch up to it is Gibson. And shielding it out to touch. Nearly was Thibault, but it stays in play. And Laval is on the ball. Collin. Lessard. La chance. Swung to Saint-Pierre. Patience in the middle by Lavigueur. Fortier. Over the top. Over the head of La Chance. Thibault. Time starting to become a factor here for Laval, as they have it now in the attacking third. Possession quickly given away, and Dennehy will just clear it up the pitch. Is it time now for UBC to just be doing that whenever the ball comes into their possession, or should they continue to look for another goal?
Well, I think there's a decent amount enough time in this half that they can push a bit more, but they do have to be careful on getting caught on that counterattack. A couple times there's been opportunities for Laval when UBC has too many players forward, so certainly something for them to think of going forward, but perhaps a bit too early in the game to just park the bus.
So coming into the game for the UBC Thunderbirds will be number 3, Josie Claypool. Back into the game. She was a starter in the first half for the UBC Thunderbirds. Ferreira, that ball misses Thompson. It stays in touch. And Saint-Pierre really unhappy with that decision, and that is going to be a yellow card for Saint-Pierre.
Thompson a bit surprised by that reaction as well, you could see. Perhaps a bit of an overreaction, and awarded by the ref for that reaction as well. But quite understandably, we're in the last 20 minutes of this game. Laval trailing, yet to score a goal in this tournament. They need something if they want to get their hands on a gold medal.
The referee, still some words for the players on the pitch. As a substitute coming in, it will be Megan Darchin. And leaving the pitch is Fortier. Pardon me. Saint-Pierre leaving the pitch after receiving that yellow card. Back underway here. That's cleared up into the midfield. Darchin trying to get a foot on it. It'll come back into Rush, her 18-yard box. Girard tries to play the long ball through, and Robitaille is offside in the 75th minute of play here.
Quite fortunate for the UBC defenders on that one. It looked like if she would have gotten the ball, she may have been able to break free and get a good chance on net.
The UBC Thunderbirds now just 15 minutes away from securing yet another gold medal at these national championships. Claypool. And now Girard, touched on by Dennehy and taken up here by Gibson. Gibson watched by Fortier and played through the middle. Intercepted by Tyre. And a lovely ball there from Taylor Ryan to Rihal now on the far flank, watched by Rousseau. Cut to the top of the 18-yard box. Gibson with a chance. And that deflects behind the goal. Will be a corner kick for UBC.
Here's a second look at that last attempt from UBC. Coming in from Rihal on the right to centering to Gibson, who just gets a touch off the defender to win them a corner. They have been quite successful on these corners, quite threatening, obviously having one goal off of the corner. Dennehy, I think, to take this again. Yeah, that's Dennehy. She's really one to watch for on these corners.
All hands on deck here for Laval to try to defend. Dennehy with the delivery high to the middle of the box. Coming up to claim it was Anne-Marie Laroche. And well done to her.
Laroche taking no chances on Dennehy's corner. She knows what they look like now.
Thompson pressuring on the near side. So is Ferreira. That ball goes out to touch. Receiving the ball from the crowd.
Bit of an interesting throw.
Was an unorthodox throw in for sure. Dennehy picks the ball off, but it's taken away from her. Lavigueur now trying to push up the pitch as they look to get the long ball through. Flicked over the top from Gibson. And now headed forward by Thompson. Thompson gets the ball right back, has Gibson in front of her. Could have looked to switch the field there, but she was converged on quickly by Lessard.
I think she was looking to go to that far side, but the Laval players did well to shut her down. Wide open on the right side over there.
Lavigueur. That pass is rejected by Ferreira. Pressure here by Thompson along the sideline, and she will send the ball out to touch.
Thompson's work rate on this left side has been incredible throughout the entire game. Been saying her name a lot. She's getting back, she's getting forward. She seems to be everywhere today.
La chance. Rousseau. And pushing up the pitch was Taylor Ryan. Taylor Ryan trying to win the ball back for UBC. Now, Laval will reset. Ferreira up the near side of the pitch, taken down by La Chance. Darchin swings that towards goal. Not too troubling for Beckett. Beckett will take her time, putting this ball back into play. It's knocked forward. Taylor Ryan off the back of her boot. Lavigueur will settle it down as we're in the 80th minute of play here at the Wickwire pitch in Halifax in this gold medal championship final. Laval desperate for a goal here as they move up the pitch, and a great opportunity now.
Right outside the box. It looks like the ref is reaching for a yellow to award to the UBC players here. Yep.
I believe the yellow card here to Rollins. A big challenge.
Rollins' first yellow of the tournament.
I don't know about a yellow card on that occasion. That's a... Nonetheless, though, a huge chance for Laval to get back on even terms.
A little bit of a pep talk here. Great display of teamsmanship. Again, 10 minutes left in regular time. If Laval wants a chance at the goal, they're going to need to convert something soon, and this has been their best chance in a while.
No doubt. Perhaps the best chance they will get all game long. Thibault or Darchin. We'll see who it is to take this free kick. Thibault will leave it for Darchin. That's into the wall. Who stands firm, does their job, back into the fray. It goes beyond the goal line. And UBC can breathe again.
Great work by the UBC wall to stand firm and not let this ball through. It's pretty hard to stand in a wall and let a shot at that speed come at you. So the UBC players doing really well to make sure that Beckett is defended back there.
Up the far side of the pitch, Collin takes the ball away from Claypool and now cuts back into the middle. Excellent work there by Thompson to come back and pick the ball up. Leaves it for Ferreira. Up the near side of the pitch. That comes to Lessard in a big battle there with Gibson. And Lessard will be the guilty party called.
Again, just have to commend the effort of Thompson to get back. The combination of Thompson and Ferreira on this back left side have been instrumental in shutting down Laval as they approach the right side of their field.
Now Ferreira will send this ball up the near flank, out off the leg of Lessard. Thunderbirds will take their time getting this ball back into play. Is it all about the clock now, Caitlin?
Oh, I'm sure every player on the field is anxiously looking at the clock. Now is about the time to start trying to delay the game. As you'll see, they will be walking pretty well slowly everywhere they go from here on out.
It's a corner kick coming up here for UBC. And again, another dangerous delivery is imminent.
Dennehy taking these corners from both sides. Quite impressive, honestly.
Dennehy, Rihal parked at the front post. Rollins right in front of Laroche. Dennehy with her right foot, she'll curl this one in. Dennehy a floating cross to the back post, and coming out is Anne-Marie Laroche to claim the ball away.
Here's a look at this delivery from Dennehy into Laroche's waiting arms. It's the second time that Laroche has been able to pick off Dennehy's corners. Perhaps she learned her lesson from the first one. She's not letting her get in again.
Laval trying to regain control of the ball. It's punted forward by Rollins. La chance to try to put this ball back into play. Thompson swung and missed at the ball high into the air from Girard. And now Fortier battling to win it back. It's cleared away. Excellent job by Tyre. Rousseau. That pass will split the two at the back. La Chance will gather it back up. Plays a long ball now. Desperate soccer here from Laval.
That's right. They really need to push in these last couple minutes in order to give themselves a chance at this gold medal.
So coming in.
Coming out is number 13, number 13.
Is going to be number 15, Ava Alexander for UBC.
Here's a look at the medals. Here's the silver medal. And as you can see, the gold medal right below those. Both teams walking away with the medal today. What color it is depends on the outcome of this game. Currently, UBC on top, 1-0.
Rihal hustling over and now cutting back to the middle. Excellent work by Nisa Rihal, and now Gibson runs into a challenge there, and she collided with Thibault. And no call on that, as we'll play on here at Wickwire. Rihal right back on the ball. Taylor Ryan. Or Alexander rather, so I believe it was Taylor Ryan.
I think Taylor Ryan was just
the player substituted off. It's a bit hard to see from where we are right now.
And an excellent performance by Taylor Ryan throughout this tournament. Scored one of the goals in UBC's 4-0 victory against Dallin and walked away with quite a few awards. Second team All-Canadian in her season here. So quite an impressive season for Taylor Ryan. Hoping obviously to add a gold to finish it off.
100%. Fortier, the ball bouncing. Darchin got it back to Lessard. Now that's punted up the pitch. See, Dennehy. Collision there with Girard, who goes down in pain. We'll play on here in Halifax. Rollins able to clear the danger for UBC.
Laroche playing quite high out of her net now. A little bit of desperation in there. It does seem to be a Laval player down further up the field.
Megan Darchin still down, so at this point of the game, oh, pardon me, not Darchin. Girard, the injured party, down, back up to her feet on her own power.
Looks like it was Dennehy and Girard, I believe, in that collision. Now the players negotiating where the ball will start from.
So Ava Alexander ushered away from the drop ball. Lavigueur sends that long ball through, and once again it's cleared away. La Chance, as we're inside the 88th minute of play here at Wickwire. The UBC Thunderbirds only a few minutes away from securing a gold medal. A long ball played up the far side of the pitch. Looking to rush onto it is Fortier. Fortier will play on here. Crossed into the 18-yard box, chopped away by Tyre. Rousseau cutting back now into the middle, sends the ball through, and Laval will be called on the foul. Girard, I believe, the guilty party as she's still limping up the pitch.
Laval running out of time to score their first goal of the tournament. UBC on the way to what could be their 9th national championship.
Unbelievable. To try to cap off this undefeated 2024 season.
A historic season and the first Canada West team to ever have gone undefeated. So this could be really a record-breaking season for them if they're able to walk away with the gold.
Alexander, and now Gibson trying to gain hold of the ball as it swung through. Rollins punts that ahead for Alexander, who gets taken down by Thibault. Alexander in disgust.
Alexander just having been subbed on to the game. A little bit of a push from behind. It looks like she might have got a little bit of contact on her back.
Oh man, a push and a chop to the knee as well.
Oh, and see, there's the Laval player fell on her back.
That's like a 3-attack combo from Thibault as that's lifted into the box. Thompson keeps it in play. Thompson. And now Alexander. What will she do here, Caitlin?
Oh, I think we're going to employ the strategy of keeping it in the corner. Might not go the way they wanted to, though. About 30 seconds left on the clock in regular time. Certainly there'll be a little bit of extra time added on, but UBC will be looking to keep the ball preferably down in this end.
Oh, that's turned over as it hit Thompson. Flicked up by Collin. Oh, that's a big challenge there by Ferreira. She knew it immediately.
She's apologizing to the player. She knew she had no contact on the ball there.
And the referee indicating because she needed to have a conversation with Ferreira, the ball had to be on her whistle.
It's to UBC's benefit here. Laval not given the opportunity to take that one quickly.
Yeah, definitely. That is unfortunate for Laval as we've hit the full 90 here. Lachance delivers the ball into the box, bounces around in front, cleared away by Tyre. Now hustling over is Alexander. Some contact there with Lachance, but will play on here. And then Alexander is taken down again by Thibault. That will be called a yellow card coming out here for Florent Thibault. Things heating up here in stoppage time. We'll take a look here, Caitlin.
A little bit of desperation from both teams. You see the great work by Alexander to get forward.
I mean, that could have been called too.
It could have been called, that's what I mean. And then here, just a little grab on the shoulder, making sure she really can't slip by any means.
Oh, it's getting chippy here. Everybody knows how much is on the line. Time running out for Laval as Dennehy will play short into the corner. Alexander dispossessed by Lachance. And saving the corner kick was Lachance, apologizing to
corner flag.
I think somebody in the crowd that she might have kicked the ball to, but perhaps also the corner flag. Lachance. And now knocked forward by Claypool. And quickly back underway by Laroche. Nearly 92 minutes gone here in this game. Into stoppage time. In this gold medal game between Laval and UBC. Hunting down for the ball. And now on the far side of the pitch, it's knocked back. Alexander tries to gain control of it. It goes off of her. It'll stay in play. Alexander tries to buy some time. Sends it down into the corner. Gibson chasing. Laval pinned in their own end right now. Rousseau up the far wing. Out to touch. It will be a UBC throw-in.
Almost at 3 minutes of extra time here. Wondering how much more the ref is going to add on in this half. Taking
Gibson.
their time on this throw.
Definitely taking their time. That's headed forward. And knocked forward. Tyre will clear it right back into the hands of Rousseau, who sends a long ball forward. Again defended well by UBC. Alexander pushing up the pitch, wins the ball back for the Thunderbirds. The referee a glance at her watch. 3.5 minutes of added time gone in this game. It's sent down the pitch yet again. Thibault, Laval has to hurry as it's sent up into the midfield, knocked along, and Dennehy is on it, still going as Dennehy, and now Rehal has it on the far side of the pitch here. Wickwire Field. Rousseau steals it away for Laval up the far side again. Rollins back defending. She'll send it out to Alexander. Rousseau. A long ball into the box. Got free. Thompson clears the danger up to Dennehy. Kept in along the near side by Lachance. Lachance tries to zip that through. Nearly came to Darchin. And that's it! It's over! The UBC Thunderbirds are 2024 national champions. They'll leave Halifax with a gold medal wrapped around their necks.
What a historic season for the UBC Thunderbirds. 14-0 in their regular season, undefeated in the postseason. This is the first time a Canada West team has done that. They've extended their already most winningest team streak to 9 national championships. This is the only way that they wanted to leave Halifax.
We take a look here at the UBC faithful in attendance. Of course, coming up just short for the Laval Rouge et Or. So close to the gold medal, but that corner kick from Dennehy proved to be the difference maker here at Wickwire Field. She was threatening all game long after the fact, but it was that first delivery from Dennehy that found the back of the net.
Dennehy's performance this game, not the only notable performance, but certainly someone we talked about a lot, especially on those corners from both the left and the right side. Quite an impressive all-around tournament for UBC, having gone 4-0 against the host Dalhousie Tigers, 1-0 against CBU, and then 1-0 today against Laval. It's an incredible season, and as you can see, the players just absolutely ecstatic to have won this one, a little in disbelief perhaps of how much of an amazing season that they have had, and just incredible soccer to watch all around this weekend.
We see Laval players consoling each other. Berchin at the end of it all. Had some excellent performances throughout this tournament from players like La Chance and Saint-Pierre. Bouchard up front, didn't come on in the second half. Colin as well drones in. Excellent pace up and down the sideline Grandin had, and a silver medal at Nationals is nothing to scoff at. Incredible work, and all the more impressive to go through the national championships into the gold medal game, not having scored a goal in open play, getting through on penalty kicks. So that speaks to just the fortitude of the defense at the back for Laval.
Quite a unique season that Laval has had. I mean, they went 6-3-5 in their regular season and ended up in the national final against the undefeated UBC. Nothing to scoff at. They also are quite a young team with two of their players, Grandin and Bouchard, both being on the all-rookie team. So the future is bright for Laval. I'm sure we will see them back here another year. Obviously falling to UBC today, but the silver medal, again, nothing to scoff at, and they have a lot to build for in these coming years as well.
100%. The RSEQ champs coming up just short here in Halifax. But excellent performances by players on UBC at the back. Ferreira and Rihau along the flanks in the middle. So solid at the back. The stay-at-home defenders, Rollins and Tyre, not letting anything through from Laval. And then, of course, we talked about Dennehy, just her beautiful deliveries. And there we take a look at the Gladys Bean Memorial Trophy, the hardware that everybody was looking to go home with. And this year, it will belong to the Thunderbirds. So Geneviève Girard, the player of the game for the Laval Rouge et Or. An excellent honor for her. Great work today, patrolling at midfield. Girard had 3 goals in the regular season for Laval, and such a great player for them. And Sienna Gibson, the player of the game for the UBC Thunderbirds. Excellent body of work from her today, as well as throughout the entire tournament. 2 goals, 3 assists in the regular season. Scored 2 goals as well in the Canada West playoffs. And here, the player of the game in the gold medal final game.
This award is awarded to the following sports championships to the team or player that best exhibits the standards of fair play for the tournament. The first would be the fair player of the game. Simply décerné à la conclusion du championnat de sports à l'équipe ou à le joueur qui est le meilleur exemple des fair play tout au long du tournoi. And the winner of the RWQ Fair Play Award is the Laval Rouge et Or.
So Laval taking home the Fair Play Award over the tournament.
Well, you think back to that game against the Ottawa GGs. Of course, I believe it was Saint-Pierre when Bouidi went down, the GG player had a chance to secure a 1-0 lead in that game early on. She decided to kick the ball out to touch. An incredible amount of sportsmanship, as well as when Cote went down on the GGs, the game was postponed. Laval, great sportsmanship all around.
Absolutely, incredibly deserving of that award over the course of this tournament.
When you hear your name, please come forward to collect your certificate. Quand vous entendez votre nom, veuillez venir de l'avant pour prendre votre certificat. From the CBU Capers, Ellie Lancaster. From the Ottawa GGs, Maya Smith. From the Val Rouge Or, Mathilde Lachance. From the UBC Thunderbirds, Sarah Rollins. From the UBC Thunderbirds, Sophia Feria. From the UBC Thunderbirds.
So these certificates being awarded to the best 11 from this Nationals tournament. Sarah Rollins, such a solid defender. Sienna Gibson as well from this championship team, as well as Sofia Ferreira.
From the Val Rouge Or, Jean Fortier.
Jean Fortier from the Laval Rouge et Or.
From the Val Rouge Or, Genevieve Girard.
Genevieve Girard from Laval. Hobbled a bit in this game, but was able to play it out.
Sandra Provost.
Sandra Provost from the bronze medal Ottawa GGs.
From the Ottawa GGs, Jenna Matsukubo.
From the GGs, Jenna Matsukubo. Such speed she shows along the touchline, does Matsukubo.
And from the UBC Thunderbirds, Jane Taylor.
And from the UBC Thunderbirds, Jade Taylor Ryan, also part of the best 11. Was the announcements for the all-tournament team here.
We're now going to present the 2024 U Sports Women's Soccer Championship MVP. To assist with this presentation, please welcome Tim Maloney.
Now Tim Maloney to come help and present the tournament MVP award.
The MVP of the tournament from the UBC T-Birds is Sienna Gibson.
So Sienna Gibson from the UBC Thunderbirds, the MVP of this Nationals tournament.
Now for the presentation of the silver medals to the Laval Rouge Or. To assist with the presentation, let's
And
please
now
welcome Danny Worthington.
will be the presentation of the silver medal to the Laval Rouge et Or.
Pour nous aider avec cette présentation, Danny Worthington. Number 2, numéro 2, Florence Thibault. Number 3, numéro 3, Mathilde Lachance. Number 4, numéro 4, Emmanuel Collin. Number 5, numéro 5, Megan Darchin. Number 6, numéro 6, Rosalie Robital. Number 7, numéro 7, Mathilde Rousseau. Number 9, numéro 9, Emily Grandin. Number 10, numéro 10, Léa Jean Fortier. Number 11, numéro 11, Alexis Poirier. Number 13, numéro 13, Mère de Saint-Pierre. Number 14, numéro 14, Elsa Lessard. Number 17, numéro 17, Emilia Bouchard. Number 19, numéro 19, Adèle Bouchereau. Number 20, numéro 20, Mélodie Lavigeur. Number 21, numéro 21, Angélique Dumas. Number 22, numéro 22, Anne-Marie Laroche. Number 23, numéro 23, Rosalie Stabi. Number 25, numéro 25, Geneviève Girard. Coaches for Laval's head coach David Desloges, assistant coaches Pablo Mendoza, Nabil Haned, Rachel Kolar, Jan Leroy, and medical coordinator is Michael Morin. Congratulations to Laval. And now for the presentation of the gold medals. And now for the presentation of the gold medals of 2024 Youth Sports Women's
And
Soccer
now,
Championships.
after the
UBC
conclusion
Thunderbirds.
of the presentation of the silver medal to the team, coming in second, Laval Rougeard, the gold medal presentation to the championship, UBC Thunderbirds. Dakota Beckett receives the gold medal. Excellent work at the back from her. And once again, congratulations to these gold medalists who laid it all out on the line throughout the regular season, their own playoffs in the Canada West and here at Nationals.
Number 7, number 6, Vanessa Tome. Number 9, number 9, Bailey Dirksen. Number 10, number 10, Lisa Rehal. Number 13, number 13, Jade Taylor Ryan. Number 14, number 14, Sarah Rowland. Number 15, number 15, Ava Alexander. Number 16, number 16, Mary Nichols. Number 17, number 17, Ava Feria. Number 18, number 18, Ella Sunday. Number 19, number 19, Olivia Gomez. Number 20, number 20, Jada Thompson. Number 21, number 21, Jacqueline Trier. Number 23, numéro 23, Madeline Norman. Number 24, numéro 24, Sienna Gibson. Number 26, numéro 26, Zoel Apps. And number 33, numéro 33, Jennifer Billman. Head coach for the Thunderbirds is Jesse Simons. Assistant coaches are Ali Hay, Nicole Sutherland, and Emily Mercer. Strength and conditioning coach is Eloise Tribolet. Athletic therapist is Melissa Pankratz. Mental performance coach is Jess Tang, and the trainers are Jamie Dornick, Ashley Lung, and Annika Scott. Please welcome Pierre Arsenault, the CEO of Youth Sports, to present the Gladys Bean Memorial Championship Trophy and Championship Banner. Maintenant, la présentation du trophée Gladys Bean et de la bannière du championnat.
So now it will be the presentation of the championship banner and the Gladys Bean Memorial Trophy, what it is all about here at Youth Sports in these 2024 Women's Soccer National Championships. These teams will shake hands. Sportsmanship always such a big part of it. Of course, Laval winning. Sportsmanship shown at the tournament. There is the championship banner. A 2024 Sport Championship banner. Another one for the Thunderbirds.
Absolutely defending their title this year. That's 2 in a row for the UBC Thunderbirds, the 9th time that they have won this tournament. Quite an impressive performance.
And there the Gladys Bean Memorial Trophy glittering here under the lights at the Wickwire Field in Halifax, Nova Scotia, the campus of Dalhousie University. Now the team will get their chance to host the hardware. Leadership group photo here. Waylon, Tyre, and the Thunderbirds lift the Gladys Bean Memorial Trophy here in Halifax. Again, they are U Sports champions. And they complete that perfect season.
Not only is it hard to beat that, it's impossible to beat a perfect season.
As the parents, the fans in attendance will rush the field. So what a fantastic conclusion it was to the 2024 U Sports Women's Soccer season as the UBC Thunderbirds win their 9th U Sports title. We're thankful that you have been along with us for this experience at U Sports on CBC. Before we sign off, we'd like to thank the people who've been working hard to bring you these broadcasts throughout the season. The executive producer of U Sports on CBC, John Bauer, broadcast consultant, the Honorable Mike Brannigan, U Sports graphics coordinator, Aaron McPherson, video producer, Neville Maddle, and Sarah Saeed. Stats, John Edwards, sponsorships and commercial sales, Tyler Mulligan, the director, Mike Rossi, our U Sports on CBC streaming partner, SE Live, and including Matt Copeland, Vice President Network Operations and Support, and CEO, Nate Natherdy, and this outstanding crew at Universum Media Incorporated has provided us with this local production. Thank you to Scott McLean, Matt Cavanaugh, and Ed Milligan. So for the final time, This is Desmond Thomas, joined alongside by Caitlin Clark. Thank you so much for joining us here from these 2024 U Sports playoffs, here live from the Wickwire Field in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Thank you to our producer, Ed Milligan, our Universal Media crew. You've been watching U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, Fox 40, Barabird Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, et par BMO, and by BMO.